He has more receiving yards in NFL history than anybody not named Jerry Rice. He is back here on the Rich Eisen Show, getting set to go at it on the Battle on the Beach Celebrity Beach Volleyball game coming up this Sunday, and wearing his clothing from his new clothing line, Prototype 81. T.O. Terrell Owens, good to see you, T.O.
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to be
That
here.
Looks comfortable, what you're wearing. You're wearing like some sort of sweat situation?
This is what you call what's in the market now that's booming. It's called athleisure wear.
Athleisure wear.
Athleisure, yeah. So this is some sample pieces that's going to be part of the collection. But,
Okay.
This is where I've become quite the designer, Rich.
You designed this yourself?
Yeah, these are some of the things that I've kind of just collaborated with some of my designers. And
Okay.
Again, with my line, it's a men's and women's line. We're gonna have a small collection of women.
Okay.
But fashion forward, sports luxury.
Okay.
Different fabrications, a lot of detail.
Well, that's a hoodie, what you have on right now.
This is a light, cotton blend.
Okay. Now, is it? Do you know Belichick? Because I mean, if you get him to wear this hoodie, T.O.
Yes.
I'm just trying to help you promote and brand.
Absolutely.
Here.
Belichick is definitely familiar with me.
Okay.
And I'm familiar with him, and we do have
When
something.
when you say familiar, what do you mean? Like,
he knows. He's familiar with myself, my personality, my skill set, my talents, and
Yes.
we have something in common. We like hoodies.
Okay.
So even part of my collection, I have men and women's. There, I have what I call a double hoodie, which is something very, very unique, very, very creative.
What do you mean?
When we come back to this show, when I get the line really dialed in
Yes.
and honed in, you already said that I have a platform to have a fashion show here.
Yeah, right here.
So yeah, you'll be able to see.
But
some of that stuff.
what do you mean by you only have one head? So why do you need
It's a
more than
double
one
hoodie.
hood?
It's more fashion forward. A lot of contrast.
A double hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so. I'll have to see it before I understand it.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying?
exactly. Like, I'm gonna bring you up on game, Rich. You're gonna be prototype. Can you be a prototype? Is the question.
Well, I think you already know the answer to that.
I don't know.
What do you mean? Hold on
According
a
to your
second.
40 time, not so
Hey,
much.
now hold on just a moment.
According to your 40 time, Rich, that's not the prototype.
Hold on, Tio. You've seen the form. You've seen the improvement. You've seen how it's all working right now.
The form.
The form is, I'm a 47-year-old man. I'm a 47-year-old man.
Really? I thought you were like 37, Rich. Looking good for your age, bro.
Yeah. See, now I'm a prototype, right?
Yeah, you could be. You can.
Tio's back now.
Hold on a
with the good
second.
graces.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. How many push-ups can you do right now? Right now.
You beat me right now, Rich.
I could.
Don't say
Yeah,
that,
you
Tio.
beat me right now. I just came off a little elbow surgery.
you're
so-
hurt?
Yeah, so you got me today.
I could.
Today you got me.
Okay.
But yeah, Rich, I've become quite a designer. I've
You got the shoes
designed
too?
Shoes, yeah.
What do you think of Harden's shoes?
Oh my God, it looks a mess. Did you see that?
I did. Everyone's talking about Harden's
The funniest
shoes.
thing I saw was the Monopoly piece that it resembles.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks like a Monopoly piece.
Oh my gosh, dude, they look like moon boots.
Should we take a 60-second break right now?
Yeah, we need a 20. We definitely need a TO.
Okay, we need a TO. We'll take 60 seconds. We'll come back. We'll talk some football with TO. You want to ask me what about Bosa? I want to ask you what you do if you're Bosa right now.
Nah,
That's next here on The Rich Eisen Show.
okay.
Welcome back to The Rich Eisen Show. If you've got trouble sleeping or if it's just time to replace an old pillow, you've got to check out My Pillow. Are you a back sleeper, T.O.? You're a side sleeper? What type of sleeper are you?
Man,
What are you?
I'm just a lone sleeper.
You're a what sleeper?
I'm a lone sleeper. Yeah, I sleep.
So unlike Usain Bolt.
No, it depends. It depends on how tired I am. But I can sleep on my back, on my side.
Hyperbaric chamber, though, right?
Yeah, the hyperbaric chamber.
Well,
is
you
really
can bring
good.
your My Pillow into your hyperbaric chamber.
Absolutely.
Let me hook you up with this.
You would?
Well, if you can hook me up with some of the Prototype 81.
Absolutely.
Let me hook you up with this. It's a great deal, too. You go to mypillow.com, get custom fit, and you score their best offer ever. A 4-pack special. 2 pillows for the price of 1, plus 2 extra Go Anywhere pillows for free. My wife has neck problems, and so she used My Pillow. It's gone. Same with the other Chris that you
really?
referred to him. Yeah.
Awesome. This pillow sounds interesting.
It is that. Click on the radio listener specials link on mypillow.com and use my promo code RICH, or call to order My Pillow at 800-613-5974. That's 800-613-5974. What do you think Joey Bosa's thinking right now, Tio?
Man, I don't know, man. I think, this is I'm doing this charity thing for, with Josh this weekend.
Josh Hutcherson of the Hunger Games, yes, for the beach volleyball.
And he has his charity. It's called Straight But Not Narrow, and that's really, speaking up against anti-bullying.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely a case of that with the San Diego Chargers.
They're bullying Bosa?
They're bullying Bosa.
How so?
You said it yourself. This is not an appropriate tactic. I think for a guy obviously trying to make a livelihood, you want to maximize, you want to get the most money, that you can. The NFL, it's not guaranteed. So again, I understand both sides of it, but this is definitely some posturing going on.
Do you ever tell your agent, I appreciate your advice, but I'm going to do whatever the heck I want to do? You ever do that?
I've never been that guy. I'm sure that might be a surprise to some people, but no, I've never really been that guy. And I think I've always been in a situation or position where, I let my play do the talking for me. So if he's that type of guy to go in, like I said, I don't know what the terms or the agreements are for his deal. But again, for a rookie going in, you want to maximize the most money that you can, right off the bat.
What do you think the veterans are thinking in the locker room right now?
I'm sure they may be in support of Bosa, to be honest. We as athletes, you don't want to really get into, someone's contract, money issues, things of that nature. But again, the NFL is a brotherhood, and you want the best for each other. And again, I'm sure, guys can put themselves in Bosa's shoes and probably would be, feeling the same way. So even with the agents, you want to look out for your client. You want to do what's best for them, have their best interests at heart. And again, if you have a guy of his caliber, his skill set, then you negotiate according to that.
Yeah, but he's not going to hold out. Would you suggest he hold out? No, he's losing money then, T.O.
Yeah, again, it depends on what kind of sacrifice you want to make. Again, this is not the first time that it's happened. We'll just have to see how this thing shake out.
T.O. here on the Rich Eisen Show. Would you tell Josh Norman not to talk? Would you tell him that?
No, Did
you see his comments to ESPN, the magazine? He
was a bit aggressive, but I think you've seen other players that have spoken out, against Roger Goodell, which says a lot. I've heard things, from Drew Brees. It may not have been as demonstrative or aggressive as Josh Norman, but, guys are pretty fed up, with, the way things are. And so at some point, it has to be addressed.
Well, it's not just that. He's calling out Sam Bradford, saying that he can't wait to play him twice a season. That's
gamemanship, Rich.
What do you mean?
It's just gamemanship, it's all hype. Again, he knows that, when that game comes around, that's what people are going to be talking about. Josh, he's a smart guy. He's doing some, probably some self-promoting there. He'll be ready. I'm sure, leading up to that game, this is what people will be talking about. The locker room will be talking about. Regardless of whether Sam Bradford is saying anything or not, trust me, when that game approaches, there will be locker room chatter. Again, obviously the media will be talking about it, and it's going to be one of those things to watch out for. Come when time to play.
Terrell Owens here on the Rich Eisen Show. Prototype 81 soon to launch next month. An athleisure clothing line, and you go to wsobv.com/tickets. wsobv.com/tickets to go check out the Celebrity Beach Volleyball game that T.O.'s doing this weekend.
Yeah, Josh is going down too.
Yeah, well, he did it in the Hunger Games, so maybe he'll go down here on the volleyball court. So when Tony Romo went down in a heap last night.
Man, I saw that. I saw online.
Yes.
Coming into your show, I saw the tackle, and people were asking. I saw some comments that said it was maybe a dirty. No, it's tackle. It's football. But again, it obviously raises a lot of concerns. You may have to suit up before the year is out for the Cowboys, Rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Dak Prescott looks like that. He's the option if you can go 16 games.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
He looks like the heir apparent. He's definitely making a case for him to be a solid backup for the Dallas Cowboys. He's looked very, very impressive. Obviously the the preseason is where you really try to display your skills, skill set, understanding the different coverages. I mean, everything's a little vanilla in the beginning. So again, this is it seems like he has the skill set, the tools to move the chains and take hold just in case and Tony Romo goes down.
Yeah, well, do you think Romo can last all 16 games this year, Tio?
I mean, he's better with the tackle that I saw last night. He made it doesn't look so well for him.
It looked like if he takes a hit like that in
and that really
week
wasn't
2,
that
week
much,
3.
That really wasn't much of a hit.
But did you see the block Elliott threw? Did you see Zeke threw this block? I mean, he looks pretty special too. Who's the most special running back you played with?
The most
that you played with.
I played with? That's a
Westbrook.
Westbrook? Oh, yeah. Brian Westbrook was definitely he's a guy. Garrison Hurst was a guy that I love to get out and block for. These are, like, for me, I prided myself just to be on the backside, and if I see my guys break open and they need an extra block to be sprung loose, I used to love that. So guys like you said, Brian Westbrook, who's very shifty, quick. He's not your in between the tackles type of guy, but once he gets into the secondary, definitely can make some guys miss. You see a guy like Garrison Hurst, he can do that. He's a bruiser, ground and pound type of guy. But yeah, most notably, Brian Westbrook and I would say Garrison Hurst. Those are some great running backs.
Well,
that
Zeke, I don't know if you saw this. Zeke was in a marijuana dispensary in Seattle last night. You may have missed that before the game.
What is going on with these guys, man?
Well, he didn't buy anything.
Well, I guess.
But he walked in the store and sampled, and of course TMZ got the footage.
Really? Well, maybe he just wanted to get the aroma. Maybe he just wanted to.
Well, it was called Urban, Herban. What is it called? Something Urban Gardens. And I thought maybe he thought it was about his old college coach. You just didn't know Urban was spelled differently. It could have been that. But now, what do you think? Whatever the heck it was. Do you could Dez throw his arm around this kid? Do you think is Dez that type of guy? Do you think to be able to throw his arm around him and say, "Look, I went through a couple of things."
This would be a step in that direction, for if we're going to see the maturation and the growth of Dez, I think this would be the best,
Do you think he has it in him?
Yeah, I think he does. I think, Dez has grown up a lot. I mean, there's been some questionable things that has happened over the offseason. But everybody goes through these obstacles, and I think everybody just has to police themselves accordingly. You have to be smart in certain situations. I think they have to know that, the media cameras, they're everywhere. There's no hiding places.
No, I mean, you've been on the business end of that yourself, have you not? The cameras finding you on the streets and things of that?
Oh, yeah, but again, I'm a very smart individual. I think my grandmother raised me the right way. I kind of know right from wrong. I've never really had any off-the-field issues. These are some of the things that really I pride myself in because, no matter what anybody says about me, that's one thing I've been able to really be proud of is the fact that she raised me the right way, and I've never been in any off-the-field trouble. So these guys just have to realize that, go play football and let that be your priority and let everything else kind of take care of itself,
How many wins for the Cowboys this year?
Oh, man. I'm looking at best 8-8 right now. I'm
8-8.
I'm just trying to straddle the fence here. I'm giving 50-50. Romo, that shot last night, it wasn't really that hard, and he's already aching already. I mean, this is preseason. So this raises a high level of concern. I'm sure, for himself, for they may not be talking about it, but again, this has been going on for the last few years or so. Last year, he was fragile. He was like Humpty Dumpty, and he keeps falling off that wall.
I have him to win the division, make the NFC Championship game too. Yeah.
The look.
Yeah.
Rich, have you been drinking this morning?
No, you saw me pound out 30 for push-ups. That's what
lightheaded.
I think Romo's going to stay healthy, and I think Ezekiel Elliott's special, and I think they're going to run the ball down people's throats, and I think Dez comes back healthy, and I think the back end with Mo Claiborne and Byron.
So you honestly
Jones,
think that? I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody, but considering the shot that he took last night, which wasn't it was tackle football. You think he can sustain 16 games?
It's doubtful, but you never know, man. I've seen stranger things in the National Football League.
Trust me, Tony brings his hard hat now. Now he's a competitor.
He's your
quarterback. It's my quarterback.
Battle on the Beach. Go check it out. The World Series of Beach Volleyball. Again, it's to promote straight but not narrow. Correct?
That's right.
And that is coming up, general admissions free, but go check out the tickets for this sort of thing.
Man, it's going down, man. You talking about it's going to be some fun.
Okay.
April Ross and Kerry Walsh-Jennings, who they got the bronze.
They'll be there?
Yep, they'll be there.
Fantastic. Are you a spiker? Is that what you do? Are you up on the net?
Man, I play on the sand like I play on basketball. I play above the net.
Attaboy.
So
I like it.
You know, I'm going to be peppering. You know, I'm going to go get some practice in, get my feet in the sand a little bit.
Great.
Yeah, I'm an athlete, Rich.
Terrific.
And so I just want Josh to know that. You know, Josh, if you're watching this, if you get a hold of any clips, you're going down.
I like it.
You're going down. I'm participating as a coach, but being the fact that I if need be, I will be readily available.
Okay. I'm going to let Mariucci that you're coaching this weekend.
Who?
Mariucci. I'll let him know. Your guy. I love it. I'm getting these looks left and right, up and down from T.O. today. Good to see you, Steve. Good to see you, T.O. Good to see you. You want to hang out here in the Brockman?
Man, let me hang out.
Cool.
I never want to leave when I come here.
I love you saying that. Thank you. T.O. is here on the Rich Eisen Show. WSOBV.com/tickets. Best of the week when we come back. The final poll results brought to you by our friends at TrueCar. Save time and money by downloading TrueCar's mobile app. Configure the new car you want, see what others paid for it, and get guaranteed savings. TrueCar users save on average over $3,000 off MSRP. Save time and save money. Download the TrueCar app today. What is that? Is that your?
Yeah, we Snapchatting.
We're Snapchatting right now?
Yeah, my guy. Yeah.
Okay. Who's that? Just your boys right now?
These are fans. Y'all say what's up to Rich, bro.
There they are. Fans of.
Hold on.
You got fans
Yeah,
Snapchatting onto your phone right now.
Yeah, they just live.
This is so we've had T.O. Snapchatting with fans live on the show. We've had a garbage man in the state of Illinois, in Chicago, going through cleaning up the streets of Chicago. Believe me, that's what that man was doing, cleaning up the streets of Chicago by calling into our show on the app. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Our best of the week, we're going to put on our app, right? So download the app.
Yep, we'll throw that on the app and on Twitter.
The final poll results are what?
Yeah,
here?
It stayed steady throughout. Antonio Brown takes it 52.1%. Todd Gurley second. AP third. Odell 4. And David Johnson rounding up the top 5.
Who did you take in your fantasy league, T.O.? You and Chad co-owning a team, right?
Yeah.
Who was your first pick? Do you remember who your first pick
I think
was?
we picked Adrian Peterson all day.
Say that again?
All day.
Oh,
Adrian Peterson.
You took him.
Yeah, that was our first pick.
31 years old. You don't have any. You don't think there's going to be an issue with him?
Really? You're going to ask me?
I am asking
all people.
I know.
That age is nothing but a word.
A number.
It's a word.
Exactly.
Adrian, he can do it.
Okay. I hope so. I just love watching him play, and I love watching him run. There's really nobody like that.
Our other pick, which may be a sort of a sleeper, is Kelvin Benjamin, that didn't play all of last year.
That's somebody Matt Berry didn't mention either.
Yeah,
Did not mention him, yeah.
Again, you got to think, you got to take in consideration what Carolina did without him.
Mm-hmm.
Panthers play the Patriots tonight, Rich, in preseason. Tom Brady expected to play.
He's expected to play.
In that game,
and
make his debut.
And then we won't see him till week 5. Buffalo and Washington. I assume Kirk Cousins is going to play tonight. He didn't play in their last preseason game. Cleveland and Tampa on CBS. We'll see if Roberto Aguayo's making kicks. That's pretty much it. And we'll see, obviously, what RG3 looks like in his final dress rehearsal. How do you think he's going to do this year, RG3?
Oh, he's been looking good. I think I talked to Chad about this situation a couple of weeks ago. We were
because he was in camp there.
Yeah, and he basically said, RG3 looks impressive. He looks like he's getting back to his old self. I think Hugh Jackson is a huge component and will be for his success this year. Just to have that comfort level, and you have somebody that's confident in you and your abilities, and I don't think he knows that this is his job.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to look over his shoulder. So I think he's going to go, and I think if you've seen some of the games in the preseason, he looks like RG3 of old. So, again, he's standing in the pocket. Again, he has to be smart about certain situations, but I think he's learned a lot.
Did you see the number of games Sports Illustrated predicted the Browns would win in 2016?
No, I did not.
The number was 1.
Stop it.
It was 1 in 15. That's what they predicted the
Really?
Browns would. Yes.
That's just wrong in so many ways.
And then Pittsburgh and New Orleans tonight. And then as soon as Cleveland, Tampa's over on CBS, check out NFL Network's broadcasting of Green Bay at San Francisco. Thanks for coming on, T.O. Always
Absolutely.
appreciate it when you come in here.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.